Thought I would do a quick walk around on the 65. Here it is, getting ready to get some epoxy primer on it. In another video I sandblasted with glass bead this engine bay area. I've also seam sealed in the corners up here on the cowl. Anywhere there's a seam, of course. That's why they call it seam sealer. Duh. But everything's, I think, as prepped as I'm going to get it. And I'm going to spray the floor pan and everything. But just a quick look at the car. Try to get epoxy on it. And that's where I've done that work where I zip this out to get the gap right. Of course, the transition up here for the quarter panel to the roof, and had a little issue with the quarter not having a good edge on it. It was kind of rounded, so I had to build the peak, and it's not much, but I just wanted to get the look right, because when you put the extension on back here, if you had a pointy extension and a round quarter, they don't look right. And that's really just because the dies are probably worn out that they use for these. I had to do the same thing on this side, build the peak up, and a little bit back here, that's where I had to section that, shorten the quarter up. I don't know, it was about 3/16 of an inch to make it fit right. And transition, there's the door jamb. But I think I'm ready. I'm gonna get epoxy primer on it. It's all shook up and should be ready to spray here in just a minute. And there it is with the epoxy on it. Pretty happy with it. I think it looks good. Of course, I replaced the frame rails up front there. The aprons on this side are original on the driver's side. And the forward apron on this side has been replaced, along with the core support. This little tab here. Now tomorrow in the morning I will spray it with some high build. I'll go ahead and spray the whole thing, even though I don't need to, but I will coat everything with high build that's going to be sanded. Probably not necessary in the floor pan. Turned out really good. Pretty happy with it. And I did find a few more problems down in the bottom of this passenger side rocker panel. I did find a dent that I'm gonna have to address, but now that I have color on it, I can see this stuff. Once you move along so long in the basic color of black and then putting on the fillers, it's hard to identify everything. But now you can see the peak, how nice that turned out. And I did spray everywhere. I did in the trunk. Like I said, I'm pretty happy. There's the other peak. Not bad for a little backyard paint booth. It's not even finished. Hopefully I can get a little more practice in and be able to paint this thing back here. I'd like to be able to do it all.